recording this. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, I am Skytana Skylar here with kind of a little bit of an update video. As you could see, I haven't really posted much, or streamed for that matter, for probably the whole month of March. And that is not only because of this whole pandemic going on, which has forced me to share this office space with the person who actually has the job, who needs the office, but because March was kind of a depressing time for me. I was very, very not creative or not feeling it then. But now I'm kind of going to be jumping back into things with a kind of brand new idea for how I want to reconfigure this channel, how I want to build it and what I want to do. I've never really watched, like, I think they call it like BookTube. It's basically like literary book reviews and book hauls. I see a lot of book hauls, not a lot of that going on right now, but basically I want to kind of try to do something like that, but kind of focusing more on not kind of like the hauling part of it, but mostly just talking about books, and writing and reading and literature, because that is my big old passion. It's been a love of my life ever since I was a little kid, because I used to read books before I could read. I would see they would have like pictures. I would make up the stories to go along with them. So I was always kind of a little book nerd. I got a minor in English, so I'm kind of a nerd, not as big as like when I used to be double majoring in theater and English. I dropped that down to a minor because I'm not that big of a nerd. But anyway, I kind of want to use this channel as a way to spread my passions for the reading and writing to a lot of other people who might be struggling or who might not understand or who shares the same passions as me, because there's a lot of us out there. There's a lot of writers and a lot of readers out there. So I'm going to be doing, like, I'm thinking about like book breakdowns. So like I'm reading books, I could do like little reviews of books. Of books that I've read, of books that I'm reading right now. The one that I'm trying to tackle is this big monster of a thing. It's It, because I just started trying to read a lot of Stephen King stuff now. The first one I read was the 11/22/63. Is that what it is? The one about like the JFK assassination. I read that, I loved it, and then I'm like, I should read more of his stuff. He has a lot of books. And so then I read The Shining, and now I'm on to It. I'm trying to get all those big ones checked off first. So I'm going to be doing some book reviews, some book breakdowns on books that I've read in the past, of books that I'm reading now, and of books that I think would probably be good reads for a lot of people, maybe. I'm also going to be wanting to do some writing tips, or tricks, or just talk about writing in general. And it doesn't have to be just creative writing. That's something that I like to do a lot more, but during college I did find my other passion for writing, which is the scholarly writing. I learned how to appreciate and love writing scholarly papers about theories and about the books, reading them in different lenses, and then trying to fight your own opinion of how something did, how a book meant something when the author maybe didn't mean it. I used to think like, well, the author made it blue because he just wanted the curtains blue, you know? But I learned to love trying to find those little nuances and like pick them out and like just be like, yeah, maybe he didn't mean anything by it, but what if he did? You know, something like that. So I'm going to be wanting to do some writing tips of how to write something that's creative, like maybe go through like the points of plot, how to use characters, how to create dialogue. I took a playwriting class, which helped me to learn how to write better dialogue. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm also going to be doing like some tips of how to write better research papers or better literary scholarly papers as well. And then another thing, kind of branching off of that, I think I want to kind of do like a how to start reading things in a reading books or reading short stories in a more analytical way, talking about literary analysis and viewing stories through different lenses is what we call them. And viewing the stories or books through different lenses is what we call them. So viewing it through, there was this really great book, I can't remember the name of it, that I had to read for my Methods of Literary Studies class, where it broke down a few of the different lenses that people go through. Like one of them is a feminist lens, so like reading things like that would reading under things that would be like empowering of women or a women's story secretly, like underneath all of the words or whatever. Another one is like a historical lens, so like what is this, how is this telling the story and like the historical context of where it is, and a lot of other things like that. There's some really great books that I read for that, that I can help share with that. And then if you're also into learning how to read literature more analytically, hopefully that can help as well, because that's a new passion that I've started to do as well. And maybe a few more other things and ideas that come to mind as I'm kind of growing this channel. I'm not sure yet about the update schedule for this channel yet. I know that I will be doing all of my most of my gaming videos on my channel on Twitch. I'll be doing my live streams. I'm gonna try to be getting back into doing my live streams on Sunday, every Sunday again here. And if you don't know what that is, I'll have a link to it down in the description below. It is twitch.tv/Skytana the Great right there. And so we're going to be doing a lot of my gaming videos over there. So maybe I'll do some of my Stardew, or maybe I'll do some of... I'm going to definitely be finishing that new Crest Legacy Challenge, because that is so much fun. I had fun like recording it when I did, and I've always like, I just want to keep playing it, but I'm like, I feel bad if I play it outside of you guys being able to watch it, because then you're left out. I'm like, but I love playing it. So we're going to be doing that on Twitch as well. And a few other things maybe. I still want to kind of keep doing like, maybe it'll be like a monthly or a bi-monthly thing where I do like spooky reading on Twitch maybe, because that was a lot of fun when I did it there, just kind of playing some creepy music and stuff. But that's going to be happening over on my Twitch channel. And of course I'm going to be keeping all of the videos that I already have up on my channel. I'm not taking those off, because that would be kind of, I don't know, I'm going to be keeping that to be like, this is where I came from. Look at how much I improved. But I will be keeping those on my channel there. Probably I'll make like another playlist or something, or just kind of leave them sitting out like that. So don't worry about that. That's going to keep there. But yeah, so hopefully you'll come along with me on this journey, see how well this happens, how well this will do, and see if I can, I don't know, find things that would be fun to talk about in a fun manner, because I love and find something in like a fun manner to talk about, because I don't want to bore you guys about reading, because that's not what I want to do. I want people to get more into reading, because reading is fun, reading and writing. And what a perfect time to do this than when we can't leave our homes. I know that I just saw that one of the mayor people here of where I'm living in California is like, try not to go to the grocery store this week, like stay inside your house for this whole week. I don't know what that's about, but that's where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be knitting I've learned how to knit a sock recently. Ooh, I'm going to be reading this big old hunkin' brick of a book here, and I'm going to be playing games, hanging out with you guys, and trying to make some really cool content for you guys coming up in the near future. Again, I'm not sure what the update schedule for this is going to look like. I want to try to do like 3 videos a week or 4 videos a week maybe, and then I'll kind of like work my way up to doing a video a day, because when we're talking about books and stuff, and when we're talking about reading and writing, there's not a lot unique ways we could do that. Well, there is some unique ways, I guess, but doing it every day would be kind of hard to do, especially with some of the things that I'm planning on doing. I want to do a lot of research for that, so just like the workload of that, and then keeping my job. Well, right now I don't have a job right now because the whole thing going on, but when I do have a job, doing that, and then still doing my reading and still writing the stuff that I'm doing already. So we're just going to see how that update schedule is going to be. I'll do another update video like this when I decide or figure out what I'm going to be doing. And I think that is everything. I had like a little notepad note written up of all the points that I wanted to hit. Thank you guys so much for just kind of hanging with me and helping me go through all this stuff here. And if you don't want to stick around for the book reading or writing section, you can always just come and stick around and hang out with me on Twitch. I do that every Sunday I usually do it at 3 p.m. Central Time, so that's going to be 1 p.m. for Pacific Time for me right now. But once I move back to Texas in a few months, I'll be back to 3 p.m. Central for me. So it won't change for you. Look for me at 3 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Pacific Time on Sundays on Twitch, and we'll do the gaming on there. And if you guys do want to stick around and, learn about books, then great. I'm so excited to start doing this. I wanted to do something like this for such a long time, and I kind of was like playing the idea around in my head like, oh, come on. What do I want? I want to talk about books. I want to talk about writing. I want to talk about things that like are passionate for me. And I feel like doing this kind of talking video is better. I kind of did it flip-flop. I kind of did a kind of talking talk on Twitch and then did my gameplay on here on YouTube. But now I think like switching those two will be better. Don't touch your faces, folks. But I think doing the talking on here where I can cut down all of my jibber jabber that I do a lot, because I do ramble a lot and I do lose my train of thought a lot, especially recently. Yeah, and then doing all my gameplay over on Twitch where I can like have things constantly going. I think that is going to be a better platform, a better organization, a better way of doing these things. So I hope you guys are ready for this little journey that both of us are going to be taking together, ready to be building some cool things with you guys in both of the Sims and maybe some writing. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to be part of this little literary journey. Go follow me over on Twitch if you want to keep doing up with my gaming. And then I'll see you guys in my next video, whenever that's gonna be. Peace, love, and goodbye.